Christmas is coming. It's going to be here before you know it. And if the preschoolers and toddlers in your world are anything like the preschoolers and toddlers in my world, that entire month is just a lead up to the big day. Let's lean into that. Let's make some fun, magical moments for them to celebrate in the month of December. I'm Brandy, and I'm the mom behind Aunt Mindy's Bookshelf. I am a mom of 2 with years of experience both with my own kids and in a classroom, and I am here to help you as you help the kids in your life learn and grow. Today we're going to do that by making 4 different Christmas sensory bins for your kids. We are going to keep the filler the same in every bin because it's a lot easier just to swap out the props than it is to take all the filler out and redo that. I will go ahead and run you through how to make candy cane or peppermint rice as a filler for your bin. Go ahead and hit subscribe, hit save, hit like so that this will be here when you need it. I will put chapters in the description so you'll have everything you need when you come back.
Creating dyed rice for your sensory bins could not be more simple. All you have to do is fill a Ziploc bag with rice, add in a good squirt of food coloring. I know that's a pretty specific measurement, but it really does depend on the color you're using. Start with a small bit and then add from there if you want more saturated color. I'm using red because I'm going to mix this with white for candy cane rice. Now I add about a tablespoon of white vinegar. Same thing, measure with your heart, start small. Adding in the vinegar is magic. It spreads the color to all of the rice. Really mix that up in the bag and then spread it out on a cookie sheet and let it dry. I'd say it probably needs to dry overnight. FYI, I live in the high desert and my rice is always dry within a couple hours, but plan for overnight just to be safe. Once it's dry, you can take the extra step and add in some essential peppermint oil to make that peppermint candy cane scent. Do be careful and only add a tiny bit. Obviously, you don't want to irritate anyone's skin, and when in doubt, leave it out. Add that to your bin and you have festive candy cane rice. I adore a good sink and float sensory bin. I really think it is a phenomenal way to introduce the scientific method to kids. They're asking a question like which items are going to sink, which ones will float. They're forming a hypothesis. I think this one's going to float. They're experimenting. They're throwing things in the water. They're making observations. Did that sink or did it float? And they're potentially reaching conclusions like, I think this one sunk because it's a rock. And even when we don't say those steps out loud or go through them one step at a time, kids are developing that scientific curiosity. For this one, we're going to throw some food coloring in our bin and toss in some Christmas items to see whether they sink or float. Trust me when I tell you, this will be a winner. And if you're worried about kids getting all wet in the middle of the day, try it before or even during bath time. Surefire hit. This sensory bin is kind of a 2-for-1 situation. You can use it as just a fine motor bin, or you can make it a fine motor and craft bin and send kids home with a cute little something. Take a ton of bells, big bells, little bells, different color bells, all kinds of bells. I got all these bells from the Dollar Tree. Only thing about the bells is that they need to have a little hole at the top because we're going to take a pipe cleaner and thread our bells onto it. If you're doing fine motor only, pop a piece of floral foam into the sensory bin, stick the pipe cleaners into the foam. Now the pipe cleaners are going to stay in place, the kids bring the bells over and thread it on. If you're going to let kids keep their bell wreaths, give everyone their own pipe cleaners. Kids can thread to their heart's content. If you want to work on patterning, you could make some patterns on the pipe cleaners, have kids copy them, or kids could go freeform. When they finish their masterpieces, just twist the ends together, shape into a circle, clip off the ends, voila, wreath. If you want to go above and beyond, you could glue a little bow to the top. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and these ones you don't even need to glue. You can just wrap the twist ties at the end, or you can glue, whichever you prefer, and there you go, cute little wreath. This is another Christmas craft sensory bin combo. The idea is super simple, just drop some bells and a clear ornament in the bin, but you can do so much with it. Use paint pen to write numbers on the ornaments and have kids put that number of bells in. Write kids' names on each ornament and have kids find which ornament is theirs, then send it home once they've filled it. Have kids write their own name on the ornament before filling it as a keepsake of what their handwriting looked like when they were small. Or just pop the bells in and dump them out over and over. Sometimes the simple ideas are the best. I think you are going to love this sensory bin. It uses stuff you were probably going to throw away anyway, and there is so much kids can do with it. Pull your candy cane rice out of your bin, set it aside for next year. Now add a ton of wrapping paper scraps. You know, the pieces that were too small to do anything useful with, so you were just going to toss them? Keep them this year. And maybe keep some little strands of ribbon, some extra bows, whatever you have on hand. Add those to the bin too. Put in a little gift bag, some scissors, maybe a ring box or two. Kids can practice cutting the paper, they can tear the paper, they can load the paper into the gift bag, they can wrap the boxes. Seriously, does it get any easier than this?
And there you go. 4 different Christmas sensory bins for you, all using that same filler. All educational, all engaging, but most importantly, all so fun. If you liked this, make sure to hit the subscribe button because I put out a new sensory bin every week. I will link some of my other sensory bins up here and check out the description because there's some more linked in there.